What's up, Gator Nation? How you doing today? Today we're gonna go ahead and cover what a friend of the channel wrote earlier today. Actually, Cam Parker wrote this article about 14 prospective recruits that will be visiting Gainesville for the month of July. I highlighted with highlights 3 of them that we really have a realistic shot of getting. But I'll go ahead and read to you the article from our friend Cam Parker, which he'll be on the channel tomorrow, which the recording from tomorrow you'll be seeing on Thursday afternoon. But I'm gonna go ahead and read to you the article and then give you my thoughts, and then talk to you about the 3 recruits I'm gonna highlight in the video in terms of if we end up landing them. And keep this in mind. Keep it as a grain of keep this in mind and don't overreact. Some of the prospects he speaks about, even though we're not favored to land them, we may land them, and some of the prospects we're favored to land, we may not land. It's the recruiting world of college football, and that's how it works. So let's get into it, guys. Busy July ahead for the Florida Gators recruiting efforts. After adding 12 commits to its 2026 recruiting class in the month of June, the Florida Gators are in position to continue building its class in July. With 14 total commits, the Gators are in position to add to the class, with a multiple of high-profile targets set to announce their decisions in the coming weeks. Gators SI takes a look at each prospect and Florida's chances. Florida Gators on SI is tracking all of the Gators' major recruiting news, from commits to prospects of note to the official visit schedule, on our 2026 recruiting tracker. July 2nd, 5-star wide receiver Cedarian Morgan, 5-star edge Trenton Henderson, 4-star defensive lineman Kendall Gervil. With 2 receivers commits in the class, Florida likely needs just one more to round out its unit for 2026. However, it seems unlikely that Morgan will be the one, with Alabama considered the firm runner, even if he did say the Gators were in his top 2. While Florida may miss out on Morgan, 4-star David Gorsick and Somo Wingo are still on the table for the Gators. Meanwhile, Florida once led for Henderson, the number 4 edge rusher in the cycle. Since then, LSU has seemingly become the leader after landing multiple predictions to receive the commitment from Henderson, and it seems unlikely it ends any other way by the time Henderson announces. Henderson has Texas, with Florida and LSU as his finalists. Finally, Gervil became a priority target after Florida missed out on a trio of 4-stars, and Bobby Cleveland, who committed to Texas, as well as James Johnson and Preston Carney, who each chose Georgia. Gervil currently holds multiple predictions to choose Florida, although this cycle has proven that anything can happen when it comes to a high-profile target making his decision public. July 3rd, 4-star DB CJ Henderson, 4-star DB Devin Jackson. Florida is currently the front runner for 4-star out of Cocoa, Florida, with multiple predictions to land Hester, the number 17th corner in the 2026 class, according to On3. Hester said the Gators were still trending number 1 after leaving his official visit nearly a month ago. Being on campus and seeing some of the students, it was just an eye-opener, he said. The environment I'm going to be living in here, from Florida, so I don't really like the cold or anything like that. If I have to be in the cold, I will, but it's just really the environment of the people. Like really friendly. So, so no being here, I feel like I could be successful here, networking here, and making connections because it can further me and be successful. Hester will decide between Florida, Auburn, Georgia, Iowa, and Miami, and Syracuse. A pledge from Hester would give the Gators 3 commits in the defensive back room, with 4-star safety Caden Hall and 4-star corner CJ Brogna already pledged. A former Florida commit, Jackson included Florida in his finalist, but it's highly unlikely he would recommit to the Gators. If Florida receives a pledge from Hester, Jackson is committing to another program and won't be a big of a pill to swallow. His other finalists include LSU, Miami, Nebraska, Oregon, which holds a prediction from On3's Steve Wilfong to land Jackson. July 4th, 5-star offensive lineman Felix Ojo. With 5 commits on the offensive line already, it's unlikely Ojo will choose Florida over other finalists, Michigan, Ohio State, Texas. Recruiting is never truly over until signing day in December, but unless the Gators lose a pledge, don't expect them to add another to his class. July 5th, 5-star wide receiver Calvin Russell, 5-star DB Jareer Edwards. While among the leaders earlier this summer for both Russell and Edwards, the Gators appear to be just a hat on the table for both Russell and Edwards. Russell, a top 5 receiver in the class, did not have Florida in his top 3 as the Gators look to round out its receiver class. As with Morgan missing out on Russell wouldn't be the end of the world, Florida is in heavy contention for Gorse and Wingo. Meanwhile, Edwards has been predicted to choose Auburn, even after a strong push from Florida, which hosted Edwards for a midweek unofficial visit after already hosting him for an official visit, and it seems unlikely that changes. July 12th, tight end Caden Prothro and 4-star tight end Hazy Kent, 4-star linebacker DQ Forpa. With already a tight end committed in Kakua Amua, it's likely Florida only takes one more tight end in the class, and Kent seems to be the most realistic option. Kent's On3, number 7 athlete in the class, would be a slight project as he looks to turn the 6'6", 320-pound frame into a more tight end friendly body, but the potential is there. He currently holds multiple predictions from On3 to choose the Gators. Meanwhile, Prothro appears to be Georgia bound, with On3 giving multiple predictions in favor of the Bulldogs. Still pairing Kent with Kakua Amua would likely round out Florida's recruiting at tight end spot unless the Gators take a rare third tight end in the class, something that hasn't been done since 2022 with Hayden Hansen and Arliss Boardingham and Tony Livingston, who didn't join the team until 2023. Before then, the last time the Gators took 3 tight ends in a single class was in 2024. Rihanna Goolsby, Lewis, and Morrill Stevenson. Finally, Florida is in a strong spot for Forpa, who could be the Gators' first linebacker commit in the class since seeing Isaac Williams flip to Ole Miss after his visit in Gainesville this summer. Forpa named Florida as the leader. "It feels like home," he said. "Like, for me, like, okay, I'm here my next 3 or 4 years. And then being able to be around the people that I'm comfortable with. That's really what's big, and I feel comfortable." there you guys have it. I'll go ahead and also, like I said, have insert some videos of um CJ Hester, Ezzy Kent, and EQ Forpa, so you can see what type of players they are. Seems like Hester were a slight underdog for Hester now, even though we were favored before, but I'll still put in his highlights just in case he decides to be a Gator. Leave me your thoughts down below, what you think about this, and we'll talk to you soon. And like always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and go Gators.